Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris, and today we are going to be taking a look at all of these submissions for the Bricklink Designer Program Series 9. There are a lot of submissions to go through, and so we are going to get started on that right now. But I do want to just clarify before we get started that since there are so many submissions, I'm not going to give a detailed review of each one of them. I am going to pick out a few of my favorites, and we are going to go through it that way. But for the most part, I just want to give you guys a quick overview, and I will leave the link down in the description to the Bricklink Designer Program Series 9 so you can check them all out for yourself and you can vote for your favorites. All right, so the first set that I want to highlight here is the Steam Tram. This is an excellent build. Actually, I think this looks phenomenal. It looks like it's 8 studs wide, and it has 965 total pieces. 208 of them are unique, and there are 10 total stickers on the model here. And this just looks excellent to me. I am extremely happy with this. This is a phenomenal design. I love the use of the tiles on their sides to get the planking, and I like the dark blue on the bottom here. I think the tram itself looks excellent, and the coach behind it is also very, very nice as well. I really like this. I like the curvature on the bottom as well as the top of this. And I'm going to try and go relatively quickly through each of these, so I'm kind of just skimming through the pictures. But as you saw, there is interior details in here, and you can remove those interior details in order to add the powered up system into here, it looks like, which is excellent to see. And it looks like this 8 stud wide model is compatible with the standard R40 tracks, which is excellent to see. And it has 3 minifigures, which is a driver and 2 passengers. So this is a win for me. I love this. I don't know if it comes with the track. It says the curved track is not included, but I don't know if the straight track that you see in the first image here is included. I'm assuming it is, but again, I don't know. But I really like this. I think this is really, really cool. I am a big fan of this one. So this gets my vote. Next up here, we have the Samurai's Retreat by HenryBricks. This looks phenomenal. This has 3,331 pieces, and 493 of them are unique. There's actually no stickers in this model here, which is pretty interesting to see, but I like the tree, and I love all of the grass detail. I think that looks really, really good. And the actual structure itself looks phenomenal, and it looks like there's a number of spots to place figures around, which is always good to see. I'm really happy with this. This looks really, really cool. And it also looks like it has interior details, which makes it even better, honestly. This is really awesome. I am super excited to see where this one goes. This is definitely one of my favorites out of the entire set here, or out of the entire wave of Series 9. The width is 14.3 inches, the length is 22, and the height is 8 inches tall. So it's actually a fairly sizable model, but for 3,300 pieces, I actually don't know where a lot of the pieces go. I'm assuming that's in the base of the model itself. So I think this, to me, this looks like a 2,200, maybe 2,500 piece set. So all of the extra pieces, I'm assuming there are a lot of smaller pieces, and B, are just in the base in order for it to be structurally stable in case you wanted to move it around. So that is pretty interesting, but overall, I am extremely happy with this. I love the details on it. The bridge looks really good, the foliage looks great, and the structure obviously is excellent as well. Next up here, we have the White Library by Black Snow. I think this is a really, really cool build. Unfortunately, it's not on a base plate, nor is it looking like a full modular building here, but I think it looks really cool, and you can actually open it up, which is nice to see. So I'm assuming there's interior details in here. The closed form, as you can see the dimensions there with the number of stickers, the number of minifigures, and the total part count, which is nice to see. And then the roof actually opens up too. I'm looking at all these pictures for the first time, so this is a bit of a surprise to me personally, but I think this looks great. I love the staircase in there. It kind of looks like the one from the Botanical Garden. I really like that design. I think it's cool. And the interior here has all of the books color-coded, which is really cool, and I love all the details. This looks really, really cool. And obviously with these pictures here, you're not going to be able to get a realistic shot like this, but it is cool to see what the minifigure would actually see. And then there is a brick-built statue of Socrates here, which is really cool. Overall, 2,200 pieces. I think this is really cool. I would love to, if this does become a finalist, I would love to grab this and make it bigger, and then make it actually something that I could fit in the city. As it is now, it does definitely fit in a city. It's definitely compatible, but you would have to modify a couple of things. But for the most part, I think this is excellent. I think this is really, really cool. And I would love to see this in my city or even in anyone's city. I think this will be a great addition. So this next one here is called the Stationery Store, also known as Pens and Papers. And this one is designed by Steven 8D. This looks like an excellent model. And the first time I actually saw this was on YouTube Shorts. It got recommended to me. And I think this is excellent. I think this is really cool. The back is open, but it does close up. And so as you can see, it's kind of folding in here. And I will link that short down in the description if you want to check that out for yourself. But I'm kind of just skimming through all of the pictures here. And I think this is excellent. And you can see all of the, what looks like 8 figures in the set here. And this has 3,700 pieces and 765 unique ones and a whopping 25 stickers. I'm curious to see where all of the stickers go because it looks like the designer has a lot of brick built stuff in here. So pretty curious to see where all of those stickers are going, but I think this is excellent. I really think this is cool, and this is definitely something that if I got, I would definitely want to modularize it and have it be in the city, because as it is right now, it has the HenryBricks on it, so you can't actually butt that up against another building. But this is definitely something that would be on my radar. Sticking with the building theme, this one here is the Holiday Corner Street by Brick Artisan. Brick Artisan is a well-renowned person on Rebrickable who does a lot of different alt builds of official sets, and this looks excellent. I really love the curvature of the corner here, and I love all of the details. Again, unfortunately, this is not on a base plate, but I do think that this is really cool. It has the removable floors, and it also has some very nice interior details as well, which is really excellent. The backside is relatively plain, but I think that's fine. I think this is really cool, and with 25, almost 2,600 pieces and 5 stickers, this looks like it could be really cool and very, very simple to modularize and add on a base plate and then add it to your own Lego city. Now, the next set here is another train, and it's actually by the same designer as the steam tram that we saw earlier. I believe you pronounced their name as Niconia. And so this here is actually really excellent. It's a 462 locomotive here, and you can see all of the details on it, and it looks like a lot of stickers, and it has about 1,400 pieces, 300 unique ones, and 17 stickers. So that is a lot, but I do think it's definitely worth it. I think they add a lot of cool details in here, and as you can see, there is a lot of detail here. This looks fantastic, and it's pretty long too. It's almost 4 track segments long, and I think it looks really good. I don't know if the track is included in this model here. I would assume that it is, but it does look like that the set has interior details as well, which is always a good thing. And as you can see, it is capable of being motorized, so I would be very curious to see how this runs. And it looks like it is actually compatible with R40 track, which is extremely impressive because it looks like this set here is 8 studs wide. So this is incredible. It comes with 2 minifigures, just a driver and a fireman. But I do think that this is really, really cool. And it does come with the alternative rear coupler in case you wanted to use a magnetic coupler instead of the standard one that comes in the set. And so while we're taking a look at trains, here is one more for you. I have this one physically built because it is my own design. I submitted a model to the Bricklink Designer Program Series 9, and it is the mail train. I am extremely, extremely happy with how this turned out, and I hope you guys are too. I don't want to go into too much detail about this model here because there are over 400 other models to take a look at, and I made its own dedicated video about this. There is a link down in the description if you want to support the mail train and you want this to become a real set. I highly recommend you go and vote. I would really appreciate that. It means the absolute world to me, and I will also put the video for this mail train in the top right corner of the video. So with that being said, let's go ahead and continue looking at some other models here, starting with actually one of the smaller ones, the Pumpkin Patch. This one here has 565 pieces, and it has 2 minifigures by the looks of it, and it's a fairly small build, but I am really happy with this. I think it looks really cool. I like the different styles of pumpkins, the different sizes of them as well. The Scarecrow is fairly basic, but I think it's cool, and I think it looks pretty good, and I really like all of the details around here. As you can see, the nice little wood structure here also looks pretty good, and that looks like it's it. There's not much to talk about with this one, but I like it. I think it's cool, and it's simple, it's to the point, and it doesn't add a lot of extra pieces that just add a lot of fluff. Next here is the Brickington Junction Signal Box by Rusty Builder. This is actually a phenomenal build. I am really impressed with this. I think it looks really good, and it looks like it sits on a standard 32 by 32 base plate. And it looks like it has the tracks with the standard spacing on the base plate for the pen lug standard, which is how most people ballast their tracks if they're going to do it at all. And so this looks pretty good to me. It has 1,900 pieces, 2 stickers, and 539 unique pieces. And as for the number of minifigures, there are 4 of them: the signalman, a signal woman, a mechanic, and a worker. And this looks pretty cool. I am extremely happy with this. I do like the signal, and I like how accessible the entire build is. I think that looks really nice. The wood cache seems to be a nice detail as well, and I like all of the details on the inside of the model, and also the staircase to get up to that second floor, and also the ramp. I think those look really, really cool, and this is really neat. I would love to add this to my layout if this becomes a finalist. I think that would be a really, really nice detail. Next up, we have the Greek Street by I Am What I Am, and this is phenomenal. This looks really, really cool, and I love all of the details on it. It kind of gives a similar vibe to the Italian Riviera. I think that's really neat, and I love this street going down the middle here with the staircase, as you can see, and it looks like there's a railing and a skater on it. I think that's really awesome, and the brick-built motorcycle is a nice touch as well. I think that's really, really cool, and the boomerangs and all the other details around the windows on this yellow building look phenomenal. It does look like the build is open from the back, which I don't totally love. I would have preferred to have seen this be more like a Italian Riviera style, where it's a free form building, but it does have enclosed sides. I'm not sure if that's a limitation on Bricklink's end or if that's just what the designer chose to do. But regardless, this has 3,998 pieces and 19 stickers. That is a lot of pieces in this, and it does not look that big. So I'm assuming there's a lot of tiny pieces in here. I don't really know where all of the pieces went, to be honest with you. I do also like the architecture on the smaller building as well. I think that's really cool, but again, you can start to see in this second picture here that the walls on the back and the far side are just completely open. So that's unfortunate. I would have loved to have seen this be an enclosed structure all the way around, but I think it's cool regardless, and I really do like the architectural style and all of the details. And I'll definitely be taking inspiration from this for my own Lego City and my own custom builds. This is a phenomenal build. I love the window designs. I love the door designs. And the little alleyway in between, I think, is phenomenal as well. It's just a shame that the back is open, unlike a typical modular building or other builds like that. Next up here, we have the Mountain View Station by HenryBricks. Henry actually has a YouTube channel, and he has his own video about this. And so I'll put that in the top right as well if you want to check that out. But the Mountain View Station is phenomenal. It looks like it's 20 inches wide by 10 inches deep. And so it seems to be a standard base plate configuration here, which is nice to see. And this one is also pushing that 4,000 piece limit at 3,973 pieces and 22 stickers. This thing is massive, and I think it looks phenomenal. My only gripe with it, which is really more of a nitpick than anything, is that the platform is on the ground. I understand that a lot of stations are like that, where you have to actually step up into the passenger car, but I do prefer, and again, this is just my personal preference, I prefer the platform off the ground, so then that way you can just walk straight in to the passenger car. But regardless, the interior details here look phenomenal. I love the tiling work, and I love all of the little details and the ticket counter, and this comes with a lot of minifigures. So this is pretty cool. This is actually really, really awesome, and if this is a finalist, I will definitely be getting this and adding it to the city, or at the very least to my display shelves, because I have a lot of trains on display now, and I think some of them would look great in front of this. Next up here, we have the Jolly Dock by Mind the Brick, and Mind the Brick has submitted some designs in the past. She has another one in this series, and again, I think that's a phenomenal build. It was a repeat from Series 8, so that's why I'm not featuring it in this video, but the Jolly Dock here looks really good, and I really do like the plane here. It reminds me of Jock's plane from Raiders of the Lost Ark. I think that looks pretty cool, and all the other details in here look good as well. There's only 574 pieces in this, which is always nice to see a smaller set. Like I've talked about earlier, there's not a lot of fluff here. It's very straight and to the point, and I really like that. And it looks like it has 2 minifigures and 2 stickers as well, which is pretty cool to see. And yeah, I think there's not much to talk about here, but it looks good. I really, really like the plane, and the little dock itself is a nice touch as well. I really love the tires on the edge with the chain. One last one we're going to be taking a look at here is the Ancient City by Jackalope. This looks really, really cool, and it looks like it has half of a Coliseum. and then part of a temple here. And I think this is really cool. This kind of looks like Roman architecture, if I had to guess. But again, this is really awesome. It has 3,298 pieces, which is incredible. It looks like it uses 0 stickers, but the tiling work on here is just insane. I think that looks really awesome. And the statue that is in the middle looks like it's removable, which is cool. And I'm actually wondering how big this actually is and how many parts are inside of each of these two main builds here, because there are 3,300 pieces and it does not look like a 3,300 piece set. I mean, I've been saying that a couple of times throughout this video here, that some of these sets just do not look like their part counts. And so I'm wondering where the pieces go in sets like this. And again, the trees here are pretty part intensive because, or I think it's, yeah, no, there are 2 trees. I thought there was only 1 for a second, but the pieces here, the trees look like they have a lot of pieces in them, and also the builds themselves look like they take up a lot of pieces, but 3,300 pieces is a lot. I am curious to see how many minifigures are in this. The description does not say. And so it looks like there's about 8 minifigures here, plus the 2 statues at the top of the temple. I think this is really cool. I think this looks really, really awesome. And so with that, there are over 400 other designs that I did not feature in today's video. There are a lot of them, and a lot of them are really, really good and strong contenders to be the final 5 in Bricklink Designer Program Series 9. So if you guys haven't already, go to the link down in the description and vote, not only for the mail train, but also for the other excellent designs that I pointed out in this video and the other ones that you can go and find for yourself. But seriously, thank you guys for your support, not only on this video, but also with the mail train. It means the absolute world to me. And again, the link is down in the description if you want to support this and have it become a real set so you can enjoy the build experience and have it run around your very own layout. With that, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any other future videos, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye for now.